So good evening, everyone. So today we're gonna be doing a fetch API from RapidAPI. I want to show you guys from a beginner perspective. I consider myself a new programmer as well, although I done this for almost a year, but I haven't. I just call myself a beginner. I feel better that way, and see if I can walk it through with you guys from a perspective of a beginner. Now let's start by making a folder in your desktop. So I made this folder here. Now I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna make a new folder. I'm gonna drag it over here. Just leave it here. Now we're gonna open the folder we just created called RapidAPI. This is gonna be a simple one. It's not gonna be like React or stuff. That's not a beginner stuff. So name it whatever you want. HTML file. Name the title whatever you like. I would just want to call this Rapid API, and just for the sake of it, I want to put fetching data from Rapid API. Create a JS file as well, and just leave it empty. Connect them together by script source / main.js. Now it's connected. Let's open up this with live server. Okay, now we have it. Very simple, very simple stuff. But if you wanna, okay, might as well use Tailwind CSS with this. If you guys never heard of it, it's a pretty good CSS framework, and I love Tailwind CSS because I don't have to leave my HTML tag ever. I can just do this. Look, text to XL to make it bigger, 204 or 5, whatever. They have the documentation if you want to read over it. I'm gonna do font bold. Okay, now we have that. Let's give it a padding of 10 just for fun. All right, we're gonna have, okay, we're gonna go to RapidAPI. Gonna search for this. So YouTube search results. That's what we're gonna be using. And if you haven't subscribed to this, you gotta subscribe to it. In this case, I've already subscribed to YouTube search results. That's why it gave me this option of test endpoint. If you didn't, it would say subscribe to whatever the name is, or similar to that. Just click on that, subscribe, choose the free one, because we're not going to be needing much. Now let's test the endpoint. So these are the results we get. We get a couple of results. Go to code snippet. We're not going to be using Node.js. We're going to be using JavaScript fetch. Now with fetch, So we need the required parameters. The parameter is Justin Bieber, and all the results are related to Justin Bieber stuff right here. As you can see, we got the title, we got the ID, we got the URL. So let's try to play with them. So copy this whole code, or just click copy and go to your main JS. Copy it down, and I'll be hiding my API key. Just blur it out for the sake of the video, because I don't want anybody go and use my API key and I had to go and create a new API key. I just don't want to walk through those steps, And in real life, you don't want to keep your API key open like this, but that's for like another video or another topic. But this, we're just going to be fetching stuff from the API. Now, since we already pasted that in, we got Justin Bieber, and let's go to our, close this out. We already done with that. We're gonna inspect console log. We got an object from this items. So we got a couple of items here. We got the thumbnails given to us. That's pretty cool. We got type video, title, ghost, URL, and that's what we're gonna be using the most. And if you want to make it cool, we can also use views. But now, okay, let's do that. Now, just in case we wanna access something, we can just click, just do items, see what it will return for us. Okay, we obviously need to loop over these so we can get all the results we want. But in this case, let's get the 0, the first one. Right, it's a bit slow. We got the first one. What do we want? Do you want the title? Other name, thumbnail. We got the title, right? Yep. So for the title, we can just access it like that, and that will give us a title. You see, ghost. Now, in order to get all of those, we're gonna have to loop over them, and that's what we're gonna do. First of all, we're gonna need an input to search up different artists or different people, different channel you want, and it's gonna go in here from your input text, input field, and it's gonna search up whoever you search up. We're gonna make it dynamics. And now, obviously, we're not gonna call the API every single time like this, because we only have like 100 limit. If you subscribe to that, you'll see. Now, let's create an input field, placeholder, search name, or whatever you want. Really, it's up to you. With Tailwind CSS, for some reason, let's put it under. For some reason, it doesn't give you the border like here. Now let's comment this out for a little bit. We don't want to fetch it yet. We're gonna need a button as well called search. We're not gonna make it very fancy because this is API fetching course. We're gonna give it a border of 1 pixels. Looking good. Or 2. Just do 2. Okay. Give it a class of pb2. Okay, give it a little space, and here class as well. I hate these. btn bg green 600 text white and px2 py1. So p is pixels, no, I mean padding on the x-axis, padding on the y-axis, and let's just round the button a little bit. Cool. Doesn't have to look too fancy, and give it a padding on the x-axis like 2, so it looks better. And if you wanna round it, MD. Okay, I think that looks good. That looks good enough, right? Okay, I think we're good so far. Now let's start calling the stuff. Let's start getting all the elements we needed. So the first one I'm gonna call a const user input for the input. Right, document query selector, not create elements. Come on now. Query selector input. The reason why I'm using input and not classes, if it were to be a class, you add dots. If it were to be a ID, you put it like that. But in this case, I only have 1 input and 1 button. I don't need to do that. So the next one is we're gonna grab a button. Well, just call it button. Same thing, button. Okay. Now we got both of those. Like, we can start do something with them. Now we're gonna need to get all these when click, right? When click, I want to get the input value. Now how do we do that? Let's start testing it out. Console.log user.input. It won't work because we haven't done. So to do that, when button clicked, right, we're gonna send the value, console log the value. Now button.add event listener, click that arrow function, and we're gonna console log that. Let's see what we got. Bam, undefined. Well, of course it's not a value. Now bang, Justin, right? Justin, we got that. Now notice after I click it, I have to come here manually delete it. It's annoying. In order to fix that, you just go user input, set the value to input that value to empty after click, right? Bang, bang, bang. Okay, now we fix that. How do we implement the search thing for the fetch, right? we're only gonna call this fetch when we click. We don't want to call it every single time because that's gonna waste our free hard limit, you know, unnecessarily. Now let's do that. I want to make a function up here, so I'm gonna call it const call params. Arrow function again, just like that. And we want to call this, see, we're gonna call the fetch. The fetch gonna be in here, and because it's in this function, it's not gonna be automatically called, right? I haven't called the function anywhere yet, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the value. This is an example that I showed you earlier, but we're gonna change it up. Instead, we're gonna make, so what we want is get the value, right? Put it into a variable, and that variable we're gonna put it into this query params. Now in order to do that, let's create an empty variable, empty one. So, and this we're gonna delete it, and we're gonna call the function when click, right? Call params, just like that. And here, yeah, I totally deleted that, but console, wow, console.log user input value. It's going to be a same effect, and then the value, we're not going to console log it anymore. We're going to add it to the variable, the empty variable we created, just like that. And then at the end here, we're going to do user input value equals empty. That's where it's gonna clean up this input field. And if you want to add this thing, you can, but it doesn't really matter. Now that we've done that, we gotta add it here, right? We're gonna do this, use these ticks, and the params. So the params gonna equal whatever the input field here, input field value, right? This is how we set it, and then we're just gonna add the params over here. There we go. No, we don't want that. We save it. Let's give it a try. Now, Justin Bieber search. It's a bit slow right there. Look, we got the stuff we wanted, and it's pretty cool. We got it done. Now, let's do extra work. Like, let's input these in the DOM, just for fun. And if you guys want to play with it, it's cool. Play with it, practice. That's how I learn. I just practice, made mistakes. Like I just told you guys, before I started this, I prepared it for like like an hour, because I made so much mistakes. Even though I have been coding for a while, I still make mistakes and still search up the stuff. And if you guys want to see like a raw version of how what I did, how I did it, and how I accomplished the struggles. I'll show you guys, Now this one, instead of response, let's change it to data. Data. Same thing, it's gonna be the same. Now, what we needed is we're gonna loop it, right? We're gonna loop through the data dot map, not map, console log the data real quick. Yeah, of course it's empty. Let's see. We're gonna try to get the items. Yeah, we're just gonna focus on the items. We're gonna loop through them. Now, how do I do that? Data dot for each, or just map, call it I'm gonna call it item, right? It makes sense. For it to make sense, let's rename this to items. Items. And we're gonna get through each item, loop through each item. We're gonna return we're gonna loop through each item. It's gonna loop through all of these. We're gonna return the title items to, let's call it love for now, but item, all right, dot title. Oh no, title RapidAPI YouTube. I should have done this better, search. Now let me test the endpoint and see what returns. But here, where's the items at? Come on now, bro. Don't do that to me, yeah? Don't do that to me, huh? Test. Where do I get refinement? Oh yeah, items. We got the items. We want the title. We want the URL. And we want the thumbnails. Okay. Also the thumbnails. Let's do so best thumbnails URL. The best thumbnail the URL. Let's see what this returns. Let's search Justin Bieber. Of course you could do anybody, it doesn't really matter. Map is not a function. So what's up with that? Map is not a function. Items. Did I do something wrong? If it's not a function, what is it then? For each, let's try that. Should be the same. Let me copy that just in case. Don't tell me it's not a function. Dang. Why is it not a function? Whew. Wow, that's wild. Console.log items. I just want to see something. Why is it not iterable? Come on now. Let me see. Items. Okay. Now I know. Data. We're gonna change it to data. We're gonna change it to data map. Right? Data the items. So that's how it worked. Now let's see, let's test out the result. Please work. What? Oh, that is funny, man. Items, of course it's not. Come on, man. Come on now. We're so close. Please work. Please. There we go. So we got all of these stuff, the titles and stuff and whatnot, and let's search it up. We got the real music, you know. All right, we got some ads. Now, how do we put it in the DOM? You know, the DOM. Now, let's make another. Go down here. Let's make a variable. We're gonna say output. Leave it empty for now. And then we're gonna still keep these coming out because I don't want to rewrite it. This thing. Output. Add it to that. Right? We're gonna put everything here in there. This is gonna be an H1 okay, up there. Bam. Do this. Do I have to do that? No idea. Let's try that. I think I have to do that. Yep. For JavaScript, yep. Now the URL. That's the link. So we're gonna be doing a tag with href going to be the item URL, right? Hopefully. Okay, that's where it's gonna go, and the link right here. Item URL. All right, and this one is gonna be an image, right? Because it's a thumbnail. Image source. This gonna be items. Dot thumbnails. Well, let's just copy paste this in. Bam. Bam. Now we got it, right? All these stuff is just in one variable. Now it's not gonna be outputted right here yet because we can console log this if we want. So how do we do that? Okay, we can console log the input, the output, and let's see what is outputted. Come on. She got the console log reading URL undefined item. Say what? Reading URL is not defined. Okay. Now it's giving me another trouble. Oh, come on, man. Just leave the href for now. Well, what happened? Which URL are you talking about? Here. Get the hell out of here. URL, okay. Bro. What did I do wrong? What? Okay, it was fine before that. Right? It was fine before that. But whatever, let's see. I don't wanna struggle with that, but yes, it's in there. Now let's make another one where we can output the results. Div.result class, or yeah, let's make it a class then. Result tab. Bam. That's where everything is gonna go. We can do document get query selector result or results. We just result the inner HTML output. Now let's see what's gonna happen. Well, URL is not defined. Anybody know why? Does anybody know why? Struggling. Okay. Console.log item. Where would it go wrong? You know, we got this. Huh. But that is weird. The map. We got all of those. URL. And then we got the title. Why is it acting up? Cannot read property of undefined reading URL. But this one outputs fine, right? Let me output just the title. Just the title. We got that. Okay, maybe I did something wrong. You know? Oh, now I know. I know li. I'm gonna do dot item dot URL just in case. Okay, I got that. It needs the li and image src. Yeah, maybe it needs that, right? Item dot best thumbnail dot URL. It might actually work now, guys. Come on, come on, come on. No more error, no more error. Ooh. Still error, huh? That is wild. Best thumbnails. Okay. Thumbnails. Best thumbnails dot URL. Best thumbnail dot URL. I'm struggling. 2 items, 3 keys. Do I need the width? Width. Think width. Width.
Matic.
But yeah, guys, that's how you would do it, and I couldn't figure out why it was error. But yeah, that was the whole purpose of it, like how to fetch and how to output it on the DOM like I did. So, and the params, you can choose Elon Musk. Try Elon Musk. It's gonna show up all the stuff related to him. And we can even go Selena Gomez. We got, what do we got? Selena Gomez. Now let's do King Von. Would this work? King Von. King Von. Took her to the O. Took her to the O. You know what I mean? There we go. Look at that.
Mr. Vaughn.
Okay, guys. I'm sorry that I couldn't figure out the thumbnail thingy, but I will try it out on my own later. I struggled a lot. As you can see, it was frustrating, but I'm not gonna be able to sleep. If I didn't get this done, I'm not gonna be happy. I gotta do it, you know. Hey guys, so thank you so much for watching my YouTube video, and that's some shortcut of my struggles. As you can see, I did a lot of search up, but all right, I was out of idea. And if you guys want more content like this, please comment down below. Anything, whether it's API or different technology using JavaScript, Node.js, whatever it is, you know, just comment down below and I will do my research and show you guys what I know. And hopefully the way I write things, hopefully you guys can understand. Now, thank you so much, guys. Once again, subscribe and like and give me a thumbs up, you know, so I can grow and help other people around my level. And this is the real struggle, guys. Like, this is real struggle. All right, guys, take care. Bye bye.